My name's Mark Manistow. I am the president and founder of Sudbury Performance Group. The reason why I wanted to do this showcase was as we've been working with more and more artists from the North, we've been able to hear them sing their own stories, and that was really special to me. So we wanted to showcase music that was about the North and about people's journey through life. And so we curated a series of 6 musicians that we were going to be able to highlight. And it's nice because each one of them, they tell a different story and they make their music differently. And I think that being able to witness that was something really special. Lynn Blunt is a funny character. I love Lynn. She's based out of North Bay, and she's just all heart, and everything about Lynn just screams, I am a performer. Lynn approached Sudbury Performance Group last year to perform in our Her Northern Voice Music Festival, and she said, you got to take a chance on me. Bring me up to Sudbury and you'll be wowed. Sure. All right, Lynn, come to Sudbury and wow us. And boy, did she wow us. She had audiences eating out of the palm of her hands. And then we booked her outside of the Her Northern Voice Festival to play at a restaurant here in town. And she had the entire restaurant just engaged from the minute she started until the time she ended, and that just is a testament to her power to engage audiences. She really is, honest to goodness, one of the hardest working artists that I've seen. She is a hustler to the nth degree, and I mean that in the most loving way possible. She goes out and she makes sure that people know about her and about her music, and God bless her, she does it in the best way possible. From getting booked to play all across the country on the rail, going from coast to coast to coast. She's made sure that people get to know who Lynn Blunt is, and when she sings, you can tell that she is singing from the heart. Her songs are her. The songs are her family. The songs that she sings are just Lynn Blunt, and you can't get any better than that.
These are true stories. This shit happens. My name is Lynn Blunt, LYNN BLUNT, just like you smoke it. And I'm from North Bay, Ontario. When I grew up, we didn't even have a record player. We had the local radio station. Until I was probably around 10. I am the second youngest of 6 kids. And my siblings went out and bought a record player. And the only records that we had at the beginning to listen to were the Andrews Sisters, Bing Crosby, probably anything from the 40s and 50s on 78s. And so that's who my original singers were. I probably started singing when I was around 4 years of age. I loved singing. My mom would always look for me because I'd sing on the front porch. But if we lived across the street from a French high school, and the kids would sit on the steps of a corner store, and it looked like a birthday cake or a wedding cake. And what I would do is I'd go over and stand at the top of it and sing to everybody because I automatically had an audience. When I was growing up, my oldest brother played guitar and I sang, and his buddy Brian also played. So we did 3-part harmony. So I never picked up the guitar until 2016 when my oldest brother ended up with Alzheimer's. And when that happened, it was kind of, who's going to play the guitar at family gatherings and sing the songs that we always sang and grew up with? Because kitchen parties were a really big thing in my family. We all got together, we sang songs, we cooked together. So it was really important that that continued. So when I retired in 2016 from Ontario Northland, I went into Music City and decided to sign up for guitar lessons. And I had a choice of 2 guitar teachers. And I selected Eric Trelevin. I don't know why, but I just did. So Eric started to teach me guitar. It seemed that I was doing okay. And then he opened up Compass Music. And when I moved to Compass Music with him, By that time, I had picked up a guitar. Her name is Lily. She just seemed to have all these songs inside of her. I have been working on this album since 2023, so 3 years. We just wrapped up in December, my producer Peter Cleach and I. The actual album launch is August of 2026. So you should start seeing videos coming out then. The album's called Come Into the Kitchen. And I know I got asked about that. Why would you call your album Come Into the Kitchen? My mom was hard of hearing. We also made her promise she would never sing to our children because she was so tone deaf, it was horrible. We wanted to make sure we had musical children. So my mom would be in the kitchen and we'd be in one of the other adjoining rooms and we'd want to ask her something. She'd say, come into the kitchen. So I just thought that's the perfect place. The kitchen is the heart of my home. It's where I taught my kids how to cook. It's where I've shared recipes with my aunts and uncles, my mom, my dad, my grandmothers. It's where we gather. And in my household, it's where I can put a 4-piece band, feed everybody, and we can have a dance. So it's just the center of my home, which is the heart of it. And that's why I called it Come Into the Kitchen. So the first song on the album is called The Writer. And I wrote this in the middle of the night at the hotel in St. John's, Newfoundland, after being at an event with Amelia Curran, who's also from Newfoundland and a Juno award-winning artist from Canada. And one of the lines that she said during our meeting was how she wrote. I said, how in the world do you get to play and you write all the songs? How do you make it all happen? She says, just shooting flares up in the air. You just hope something sticks. And I looked at her and said, may I have that line? She says, yes, you can. It's one of the lines in the song, The Writer. Because as writers, we're always trying to tell a story. We're trying to make ends meet. We pay each other. Because I know I've paid every artist going rate to play on my albums. And it's very difficult to make money in today's world the way that everybody thinks music is free. Not everybody buys CDs and LPs. 18,000 streams gets you $42. So streaming really doesn't help artists make money. So it really is a labor of love. So this whole song, The Writer, talks about that day, sitting there with all these other people in the room, and what we go through as writers, just trying to get our music out there to an audience who will sit long enough to listen to what we have to say. So my name is Lynn Blunt. I am a local singer-songwriter from North Bay, Ontario, with 2 albums out. I've had a few songs on the radio, which is really great, and a 3rd album called Come Into the Kitchen, which is coming out in August. So I'm going to play some songs from that. And so this first song I wrote when I went to the Toronto Songwriting School in St. John's, Newfoundland. It's called The Writer. Behind this face a different place lies, something you can't see. They've boarded up their storybook, won't let the strap be free. Just shooting flares up in the air, one chance the target's made. What if they miss Philip's first kiss? Ha ha ha. And their dreams shall fade. Well, there is one chance to do this dance. Let the music play on and on. To strum one string, let angels sing. Until the song is done. Well, just hold your place, don't hide your face, for all is not yet lost. We write the songs, come play along, no matter what the cost. The pages turn, the mind it burns, turns itself away. The smoke it billows upon the pillow where dreams will often stay. Well, there is one chance to do this dance. Let the music play on and on. one string, let angels sing until the song is done. Well, a job not for the fair of heart. Sometimes you're done before you start to dream of places far away. While in this place you will stay. Just take a chance, try this dance, take one step at a time. Write all those words until you're heard. No matter if they rhyme. Well, there is one chance to do this dance. Let the music play on and on. To strum one string, let angels sing until the song is done. Until the song is done. Until the song is done. So, we throw these songs out there. You have no idea if you will get a song on the radio. You have no idea if anybody will come out and listen to it, buy your CDs, buy your merch. But we cannot help but write these songs. They are in our soul. Janie Girl is a love song about a young man trying to encourage a young lady to show up at what we would call a bush party. So a bush party is generally down by a lake. It's in the woods so that people can't see it. There's a big bonfire. There's lots of people around it. You might sneak off with somebody that you're interested in. There's definitely no parents, and you're trying to make sure the police don't catch you. And she's not quite convinced that he has good intentions. And they like each other, but, young love, you're not quite sure if you should go to that bush party. And he's trying to tell her how much he truly loves her. And she kind of makes him step up to the plate. And in the end, it's just beautiful. It's reminiscent of young love. I might be 62 now, but I can remember being 16 and falling in love for the first time. The next song I'm going to play for you is called Janie Girl. When I went out on the same trip, I had written this song before I went, and I was trying to sell songs to Alan Doyle. Because, listen, you got to try what you got to try. And I did this as my one critique piece for Murray Foster. And when he heard it, he said to me, "I'll give you $1 million for that song." I said, "Sign the check, I'm ready." Well, I waited, and there is no money that came forth. So I sent Murray an email. I said, "You know what? To heck with you. That's going on my next album." So this song is going to be on my upcoming album. So is the first one. It's called Janie Girl. Janie girl, oh Janie girl, come to the party tonight. Janie girl, oh Janie girl, come to me by lantern light. But you could dance with only me, 'cause all the boys will surely see when I kiss you 1, 2, 3. Come and dance, dear Janie girl. Let me give your heart a whirl, and I will set your spirit free very moment you kiss me. Janie girl, come with me tonight. Janie girl, dance with me by lantern light. If I could be in any place, on this earth or up in space, fireflies to lighten up my deep blue eyes. Make love beneath the star-filled skies. Will you never say shh, goodbye? Come lie with me till morning light. I will hold you through the night. My love will keep you here with me. Feel the love and let it be. And as she dances by firelight, I can see our love ignite. Oh Lord, help make it through the night. Make love to her by lantern light. Janie girl, come with me tonight. Janie girl, dance with me by lantern light. Dance with me by lantern light. Out at Sea, we've talked, I think, a little bit about that. That is a song that I tried to sell to Alan Doyle. It's a sea shanty. When that song came up, I wrote it in Ontario. And it was just in the middle of summer. I played a lot at our waterfront in North Bay. And there's a lot of sailboats and boats down there at the marina. And I think the idea just came to me because I had never been to sea. So I really, aside from in Netherlands, I'd been to see the ocean, but I really hadn't been out to sea on a fishing boat until I went to Newfoundland. But this song was just there. And I couldn't help it. I had to write it. So it got written and away we went. Okay, now this next song is called Out at Sea. I had never been to the East Coast. Now I've seen the ocean, and I've seen the waves crash against the rocks of Lake Nipissing. But before I went to Newfoundland to take this course, I had written this song Out at Sea. And when Alan Doyle came into our course, he was coming into the basement of the house, and we were not allowed to have our guitars present. But I brought my tablet downstairs, and he says, I'm dry as songs. And I said, Alan, my name is Lynn Blunt. I came from North Bay, Ontario, and I have a great big sea song, and you're going to want to hear it. He says, well, then I'm going to have to hear it. I said, well, we weren't allowed to bring our guitars. I'll have to sing it a cappella. He goes, oh, no, here's my guitar. My husband's taking videos, and Murray Foster's giving him that. No, you can't do that. So after I did this, he says, Murray, that sounds like a great big sea song. And I said, well, it is for sale. Another person never answered me back, so damn it, it's on my next album, coming out in August. She growls like thunder, whispers like summer rain. She tries to pull me under till I cannot breathe again. As I head toward the lamplight, flashing across the sky, we hang on through the night. Our ship is reaching high. Here we go on the sea to fight another fight. Here we go on the sea, waiting for morning light. Hey, hey, ho, we go sailing on through the night. Yeah, hey, ho, we go. Come on, boys, hang on tight. Well, she sails around the harbor trying to make it to the shore. Storm is coming harder, can't control her anymore. Now our lass is on the shoreline, she's praying for my soul. I cannot leave her behind, for she's not very old. Here we go on the sea to fight another fight. Here we go on the sea, waiting for morning light. Hey, hey, ho, we go sailing on through the night. Yeah, hey, ho, we go. Come on, boys, hang on tight. I will hang on to the mast as we come around again. Coming in too fast, could see me at my end. My darling, she is watching, her hand held to her heart. I will try my best to land us, so we shall never part. Here we go on the sea to fight another fight. Here we go on the sea, waiting for morning light. Hey, hey, ho, we go sailing on through the night. Yeah, hey, ho, we go. Come on, boys, hang on tight. Yeah, hey, ho, we go sailing on through the night. Yeah, hey, ho, we go. Come on, boys, hang on tight. Yeah, hey, ho.
I know, I do tap my feet. I'm looking at you guys. I know. I don't think I'm ready for the cajon yet.
Yeah, staying in the game. I wrote that song because I know of musicians who have been on the road for so long, their spouses can't handle it. It talks about musicians out on the road and how much work goes into being on the road and how sometimes they lose the one they love because their music is all encompassing. And sometimes partners can't handle that. And we can't help it. It's like breathing. Like our music is like breathing. I can't imagine my life ever being without music in it. It's breathing, it's air. Well, and I put my music on hold for a long time to raise my kids. Like I did karaoke DJ and I did theater, but I had the job that had the benefits and the higher wage. Not to be disrespectful to my husband, but he was a goldsmith. He loved being a goldsmith and he got to be very, very creative, which was very fortunate for him. And then I tried to fit in music where I could, but we had kids that were into sports. They both played drums, and you're trying to be there for your kids because my parents were all about the earning a living when we were growing up with 6 kids. That I wanted to give my kids more. I wanted to be there. I wanted to see those moments. I wanted to share in those moments. I didn't just want to hear from other parents how my kids were doing or what they were doing, or I wanted to be involved. I wanted to watch them. That's why I had children. So a lot of what I wanted to do went on hold until I could do it. My husband's always been great though. When I was a karaoke DJ for about 3 years, he was home with the kids. Kids went to bed, then I went out. Or I worked from 7:30 in the morning until 8:30 at night, go down to Peachy's, play from 9 till 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, go to work at 7:30 on a Friday, and then go out and karaoke DJ Friday night, do the same thing on Saturday night, but the kids went to bed. I put them to bed. And then now I don't have to worry about that. He sometimes comes to the shows in town because I need help carrying my gear. But he's very, very supportive and I'm very fortunate to have him. especially when we come to Sudbury to play, because it's really nice to have somebody to talk to in the car other than myself. But some of my friends haven't been so fortunate, and that's why my song Staying in the Game, although it hasn't gone on an album, might be in the next one, who knows, I do like to play it so that people get the feeling of what musicians go through. We can't help that we want to play or make music or share music. When I see somebody and the expression on their face after I've sang a song, or when they come up and talk to me afterwards and say, oh, that story that you wrote, in that song, I can just relate to it. I remember, or, I can see my father, or I can see my mother, or they're crying. And it's so hard because you're trying not to cry. You're in a whole different world. You bring them into where you are, and they fall in love with your characters. And sometimes you just make a person's day. And just by singing a song, money can't buy that. So it's, we certainly don't do it for the love of money, because talk to any artist, they're not making a lot at it. So, but it's for the love of the music and what we get to share with everybody sitting in the audience. And I like the smaller audiences, because then I get that real connection with them.
Okay, so I wrote this song. It's called Staying in the Game. It is not out on an album yet. It might be a single. But this is an ode to all my musician friends, because our butts are out here all weekend. We're peddling our music, and we're doing the best that we can. And our loved ones, they indulge us. And sometimes we lose loved ones because they don't want to stick around anymore. And this song is called Staying in the Game. Well, he lives on the road. He's entertaining in the crowd. Never worries if the noise should ever get too loud. His life has always been one suitcase away from fame. And he's always writing love songs so he can stay in the game. Well, he met her one evening while playing in the band, and he watched guys flirt and try to grab her hand to twirl her around the dance floor as the two-step played out loud. But she always turned away, disappeared in the crowd. Well, he sits in the barroom with his old guitar. Been a lot of years, and he has gone far, but the big break never came. You may think life passed him by. Ooh, when he plays his love songs, he will make you cry. From his place on the stage, he could see her at the bar, and he knew she always watched him and never went too far. All he had to do was watch, try to catch her eye. Ooh, and he'd sing her a love song so she'd never say goodbye. Yeah, never say goodbye. But he was always traveling, and a woman needs her man. There was more to life than love songs, he had to understand. And another man was there to love her endlessly. Ooh, Well, he sits in the barroom with his old guitar. Been a lot of years, and he has gone far, but the big break never came. You may think life passed him by, but when he plays his love songs, he will make you cry. Can't you just stay here, darling, and wipe away my tears? 'Cause I'm lonely hearing love songs all the time. She said, I don't want another love song to try to keep me here. Your loving arms around me would do fine. Oh, they do fine. Hold me, my dear. Now he watches for her face to see if she'll come back again. Thinks about the times they could have had. If only he had stayed and loved her tenderly, he wouldn't be sitting in this bar with his guitar as company.
Okay, the very last song on the album is called When the Party's Over. And it's basically the love story of my husband and myself, because when the party's over and we're cleaning up in the kitchen, we put on music, he grabs me in his arms, and we waltz around the kitchen. And we've done that for the past 40, well, we'll be married 40 years in September. We've been together 43 years. And that's how we end our evenings, is dancing in the kitchen. So one of the lines in the song is, and when the party's over, it's only you and me dancing across the floor, letting our hearts be free. And it's true, because in the end, there's only the two of us. As it was in the beginning, is now until the end. That's just the way it is.
I don't know how many songs I got, so I'm going to play this one so I make sure this one gets out there. This is the last song on the album. It's called When the Party's Over. And I'm going to try to get through without crying, because it's my love song to my husband. Because when we're done kitchen parties or we've gone out dancing for the evening, we come home and we dance in the kitchen. So I said to my producer, he goes, oh, Lynn, I don't know if we should put that on the album. And I said, no, there are no negotiations on this. And after I sang it for the recording, he says, that's the first song in the whole album. I think that you just glowed and you relaxed and you just sang that song. Like you just sang it. And I said, well, of course, because every piece of my body went into that song for my husband of 43 years. Okay, now can't think about, that's why I don't want to talk sometimes. Okay. Party's over and girls have gone away. See you standing in the kitchen. You seem so far away. Wrap my arms around you, pull you in real tight. Wanna dance with you till morning light. Sweep you in my arms, glide you across the floor. 'Cause when the party's over, it's This world means nothing if you're not here with me. Hold and love me, stay here with me, please. Crossing the kitchen we go, our bodies entwined. I just know I fall in love with you every single day. With you, where I wanna stay. Sweep you in my arms, glide you across the floor. When the party's over, it's only you and me. And now there's only you and me, as it was in the beginning. In your eyes I see wanting, loving for all eternity. Sweep me in your arms, glide me across the floor. When the party's over, it's only you. It's only you and me. Some songs take a long time to sing where you don't cry. Okay.
Couple of the other songs that I have on my album, Dancing with Daddy, is a waltz. And I wrote that around the time that my oldest son was getting married. It took a long time for them because of COVID. And so it reminded me of the fact that I never got a daddy dance with my dad because he died a year before we got married. Didn't even know that I'd gotten engaged because that happened afterwards. We didn't know how sick he was. But my dad worked traveling Northern Ontario, selling hydraulics and pneumatics and machinery. And he would come home on a Friday night and he'd take his 78s out, put out a waltz on the record player, and then he'd put me on top of his feet and he'd dance with me. And that's how I learned how to dance. And I brought a few guys home, not many, but I dated a couple, and my dad was very particular. You knew when he didn't like one of them. But when I brought my current husband, my only husband, home, my dad could definitely see in Stephen what he would like to see in somebody that I would marry. And one time we were going to a friend's wedding and my dad took me out, even though I didn't live at home, took me out shopping, bought me a nice outfit. It was very important to him that I looked good for Stephen, which I thought was so cute. And he just watched us dance. And my husband is an amazing dancer. So this song, Dancing with Daddy, talks about growing from a young girl into a lady and then dancing with the man that I would eventually marry.
So I debated whether or not to sing this one song. It's called Dancing with Daddy. And my dad never made it to our wedding. He died the year before. And I was a daddy's girl. And I learned to dance standing on his feet. So I wrote a song about learning how to dance with my dad. And my dad had told me that if Stephen asked me to marry him, he gave his approval. I had no idea he was going to propose, and I had no idea how sick my dad was. Okay, we're going to get through this song, Come Hell or High Water. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, away we go. Up on his feet, swaying to and fro. Around the dance floor she would go, dancing with Daddy long time ago. Eager young daughter, waiting a while for Daddy to come home, give her a smile, then play the records of waltzes he had. This always made her heart feel so glad. On hearing the music and the count 1, 2, 3, she knew what the next thing was going to be. A formal bow to ask her to dance. Scooped up in his arms, in his eyes she would glance. Gathering her hands and holding them tight, he lifted her up on his feet, left and right. Next step to sway back and forth, to and fro, twirling around the floor they would go. Her laughter above the music was clear. This was the time they both held so dear. Daddy and daughter dancing along to the beat of the waltz in every song. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, away we go. Up on his feet, swaying to and fro. Around the dance floor she would go, dancing with Daddy long time ago. As years went by, she stood on her own, and Daddy could see how his daughter had grown. The chance to dance would sometimes be there. He'd take her in his arms, and the waltz they would share. Now everyone knows the childhood won't last. Things we cherish may stay in the past. As he watched her dance in other men's arms, he smiled and watched them turn on their charms. One night he saw it happen so slow. A man stood before her, bowing down low. Her hands he did grasp, first left, then right, and Daddy watched as he waltzed through the night. Could it be that this child is ready to go and dance with another and sway to and fro to the sound of the waltz as it calls her from me? Come on to the floor and dance, dance. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, away we go. Up on his feet, swaying to and fro. Around the dance floor she would go, dancing with Daddy a long time ago. Thank you. I don't know where we are in lineup. How we doing for time?
When you listen to my song, Take Me Back, the only time you will hear it in its full version will be when you hear it played live. When I was in the studio with my producer, there was a bridge, and he felt it was too long. So he actually took the bridge out, and it is not in the song, but when I play live, I always include it. I don't do an instrumental. So now you need to come to the show so you can hear all of it. Yeah, Take Me Back is a song that I wrote during a course I was taking during COVID. So Song Studio is a company out of the Toronto area, I believe, and they would offer courses during COVID that you could sign up, and they would have somebody come in, usually a Juno Award-winning artist, and Hawksley Workman was one of them. He's from the Huntsville area, and he told us his story about getting older and wondering what people would expect from him now that he's aged, because he can't jump around the stage like he used to and skateboard and all the fun stuff he used to do. And he wondered whether or not as he aged, if the audience would still be there. Well, I'm old, and I sometimes wonder if I get older, if the audience will still be there too. So I wrote this song called Take Me Back, and it reflects a lot on how we listened to music as a kid. But for us, it was the radio where we found our heroes and our music. His story kind of blended in with my childhood, and it just talks about musicians when they're aging, and will the audience still be there to listen? I hope so. It's important. Live music is important. If you guys don't go out there and leave your house and look at the artists that are out there, where are we going to go? Who's going to make the music? But that's where Take Me Back came from.
Okay, I wrote this song for Hawksley Workman because when I would take songwriting courses, I just write when I'm online. So this song is on my upcoming album. It's called Take Me Back. And I think a lot of us musicians can relate to this. This isn't all of me, it's just who you see. Inside there's more going on, but you don't see me now. I've lost your love somehow. Could be you never really wanted me. Take me back to the time nothing mattered more than the music in my mind. Take me back to the time radio the place your anthems you would find. Take me back to the time when I was young and you were so kind. And there for all of you, feelings were they all true, or just a way for us to pass the time? Songs spilling from my soul, will they last when I'm old? Perhaps the time has come for me to fade. Take me back to the time nothing mattered more than the music in my mind. Take me back to the time radio the place your anthems you would find. Take me back to the time when I was young and you were so kind. Days spent out in the sun, carefree and having fun. How did they go? How do I get them back? But are you with me now? Can we go back somehow? Or do I move along this hollow path? Days and nights I spent with you. How do I know if they were true? How many times I felt lost? Love and laughter, what was the cost? Would you have cared if I had died? It's all been such a journey to this point. Now it's all in the past. How do I make the music last when all you see is someone growing old? Take me back to the time nothing mattered more than the music in my mind. Take me back to the time radio the place your anthems you would find. Take me back to the time when I was young and you were so kind. When I was young and you were so kind. Thank you very much. My name's Lynn Blunt. You can check me out on Spotify, Bandcamp, YouTube, Anagami. If it's a social, I'm out there. And yeah, I'm coming back to Sudbury next weekend. See you guys again. Thank you to Mark and to Cousin Vinny's, Sudbury Performance Group, and all the sponsors.
First 25 people that sign up for a CD get a hand-painted card by Lynn Blunt. QR code on the back that takes you to my Wix.com site so that you can find out where I'm playing, and you get to listen to my music on the music tab. The new album will be uploaded there in August when we do the release, but it allows you to, see where I'm playing. You get to find out a little bit about me. You get to see some videos of me out playing live. You get to find out where I'm playing. So, yeah. And where I've played in the past and the places that have supported me. I think that's really important as an artist. A live performance is so different than if you're sitting in your room watching somebody, one-dimensional. Go out, talk to the artist afterwards. Any show I'm at, you want to go for coffee after I'm done a show, you just ask me. We'll go, we'll sit, we'll talk about music. When I'm on my break, my time is your time. Just come and talk to me. I'll tell you about the stories. I want to hear your stories. I think that's really important as an artist, is to support those venues that support live music and continue to support live music. And I have to say to my Sudbury audience, you guys have been fantastic. I really enjoy playing here. I like playing in my hometown as well, but there's just something about Sudbury, and the Sudbury Performance Group has been such a big support. All the artists within it, we're like one great big family. Nobody is greater or lesser than each other. They're always there to support and share. I started working with Sudbury Performance Group, I believe, 2 years ago. This is my second year. The first time was with Her Northern Voice, and I sang at Bell Park in the gazebo, and then they asked me to play at Sudbury Rib Fest last summer, and I played at the Grace Hartman Amphitheater, so that was really great. And then Mark turned around and had a couple of spots available here in Sudbury for me to play, and I jumped on board and said, of course, I'll come. Love the Sudbury audience. The people are really responsive to original songs, and I really like how they love live music. And Sudbury Performance Group has been good to work with, and they support all the local artists and the venues that support them. And I really have to say it's nice to see there's so many singer-songwriters in Sudbury. You guys are so fortunate. We have a few in North Bay, but I know you guys have a bigger population, so I think it's just a little stronger here than what it is in my hometown. And you're just so fortunate. So anybody, anywhere, please, if you get an opportunity to go out and listen to live music, please do so. And my album, Come Into the Kitchen, will be out in August 2026. So I think that I've worked really hard on this album to come up with eclectic genres. There's a jazz song, there's a ballad, there's a folk song, there's a sea shanty. There's something for everybody, because when you're at a kitchen party, it's never straightforward. It's always different ages. So you want to have music that everybody's going to enjoy. You always want to have a toe tapper. You want to make sure that you have a song that people can cuddle up to. And that's what I did on my album.
with Lynn being who she is and being one of the hardest working artists that I know, and going out there and making sure that people know who she is, really, she's got the whole world in front of her. And as I mentioned, she's now touring across the country on rail, and I would not be surprised if years down the road, all of a sudden on Massey Hall, you're going to see Massey Hall presents Lynn Blunt, because you know what? She's got the hustle. She's got the drive. If anybody will do it, it's going to be Lynn.
I woke up in the middle of the night and I had a new verse. And I thought about getting up and writing it. And I thought, it's not that good. Just go back to bed. So that happens. See, I wish I had something like this that I could set up at my place so that I could actually do a podcast. You'd hear songs on the radio. When summer came along, they had the greatest hits and they'd publish it in the North Bay Nugget. And then you'd stay up all night for like 2 nights listening to all the top 100 songs for the summer. And that's where we got all our music. Now everybody goes and listens on Spotify or Amazon Prime or YouTube or Bandcamp or whatever streaming platform they're on. AI can't do it all. You won't get the same feeling, I guarantee you. A live performance is so different than if you're sitting in your room watching somebody, one-dimensional. Go out, talk to the artist afterwards. Any show I'm at, you want to go for coffee after I'm done a show, you just ask me. We'll go, we'll sit, we'll talk about music. When I'm on my break, my time is your time. Just come and talk to me. I'll tell you about the stories. I want to hear your stories. First 25 people to order a CD will get a Lynn Blunt original greeting card. I'll put a little thank you message in. I promise that I'll just put it on a piece of paper and slide it in, because then you'll have a greeting card to give to somebody else.